Hello investor, how are you? Hopefully you are having a wonderful time. In today's video, I'm going to cover the Air Canada. The ticker name in Canada is AC.TO, or in US it's basically ACDVF. It belongs to the same company. Myself Pramod Kumar, I'm a CFA charter holder and FRM certified. This is the agenda for this talk, and as you can see, the price of Air Canada today is open at $20.88, right? And it was closed before. So basically it's breaks the $20 barrier, right? That's the Canadian $20. It's going up that. Now the question, and as we can see, the 52 weeks high is $52.71, right? So it has a long upward chances. But now the question is, can it go further up, or we think now it is just a temporary and it can go back? So let's see and try to answer that questions. What's the data? We have the Q3 financial statements of the company. Then we look into the immigration status of Canada, because we know the Air Canada is the number one flight in Canada, right? If you want to come, mostly people use Air Canada to come into the Canada, and it has a whole lot history as well. So without further delay, let's get started. So if I see from this chart perspective, let me put myself on height so I won't. So if I see this chart, right, so the earlier the Air Canada was here, right, before, so above $50. This is above $50, right? But now within the last week, it's just jumped from $5, pretty much $5, and now it's even going up, as you can see here, right? So you see there is a big spike in terms of the volume when the economy is trying to open up, and then it's further heads pretty 3 bars here, and then but it's trying to pick up the spike here in terms of the volume. So what we think from here, whether it can go up, go straight, or can go down here, right? So that's what we try to see from this video. That's a $20 mark for sure. Okay, we'll see the immigration, analyst expectation, COVID, financial, and then we'll try to compare this with S&P 500. So that's pretty much overall we will do, and let's get started. Okay, so this is a big thing, right? So what's the immigration is saying? So Canada, if you want to come to Canada, the number one flight is Air Canada, right? For sure, it's the home flight, and you go out and you come back. But mostly it goes well with the immigration systems, and as a Canadian, we know most of our economies depend upon the immigrants. So this is the latest release from the Ottawa. As you can see, the news release October 13, 2020, just the last one. This is by the honorable minister, right? What's they trying to say? So recently, to recover the economy from the COVID, right, and create middle class job growth. So the target is, I just you can pause the video and read, but the main point here is the Canada will welcoming immigrant at the rate of 1% of the population of Canada, which is huge, right? I'll give this a huge important point slide, right? Including 101,000 permanent resident 21, and then 411,022, and 421,000 in. So pretty much is around 121 million, if not, which was higher as previous target. You can see is 351, 361, because they want to cover what is missing in now, right? So that's the thing. So the increase in admission over the 3 years to make up the shortfall in 2020. So they clearly mentioned that, and for sure, if more and more people will come to Canada, right? If more and more people will come to Canada, it will support our economy, right? More labor, right? As you can know, the GDP will grow, right, if we have a labor, right, plus the technology and other factor, right? But major part is the labor, right? So if labor increase, the GDP increase, right? But here I'm not talking on the GDP. So basically, if the more and more immigrants are coming, and then they use the services of this flight, right, Air Canada flight, because this is an international flight and people use this to come to Canada. So that's a big, so right. So, and even if I see from the analyst prediction, right? So analysts predicting from here, even of on you can see from their next lower number, right, is $21 in the next from within a 1 year. But I believe it should be easily surpass the $30 range for the next, because of the immigration open up and immigration lean status as well, right? So that's what even the lower expectation is higher from the today's stock price. So that's pretty good. But if in the good case, right, if it goes back at least even 40 or above 40, and so this means the person or investor who has invested here within the 1 year, they can easily double their money, right, 2x their money. But if it goes back after 1 year or two, right, then you can see the potential is higher, right? The potential is higher there, and this is a pretty good stock from the long term perspective as well. So let's see next. Okay, so this is from their Q3 report, and why I have included this. Okay, so this is the news from their Q3 third quarter, right, results. So what they are saying in the report is COVID-19 mitigation recovery plan nearly complete. So they are done with that. Total passengers, okay, is still bad, right? Restricted. They have delayed or cancelled any delivery plan. So that's very good, right? So this means they're preserving cash. So saving cash here, right? And reduction of capital expenditure. Again, for the next $3 billion. That's not a small amount of money. That's a lot. Huge amount of money. So for sure we know if CFO, this is our cash from operating operation, right? And if the capex, which is capital expenditure, is reduced, then whatever the free cash flow left, in a simple math, it will increase for the company, right? So that's what it's all about. It's saying. Okay. Also see from the quarterly, for sure, I just want to indicate some of the risk as well, not just for sure. If we know from Q3 and change, the whole airline industry is down, right? Down. And good thing, and it's won't be possible, honestly, that they won't come back. So it's always good to buy cheap, right? So as per actually I heard, let me pause the video. I just read a quote from Mr. Warren Buffett, and I think is a pretty much good timing to read that quote. So basically I'm unable to find that exact quote, but what he was trying to suggest, and I also have read in his books as well, that the purchase price is very important, right? So if we are entering into the very low price, so it doesn't matter even if the salespeople doesn't do a good job, right? But because our price is good, we can still make a good return. So I think that for sure keeping that in mind from one of the leading value investors of our time, Mr. Buffett, for sure we know the change is all operating revenue to the debt, everything is increased, or operating revenue, is reduced, is negative, and the free cash flow is also negative, net debt is also negative. Yeah, so that's why the share price is down, right? But from here, the only thing is to go up, right? That's what our expectation and market expectation is, right? If I for sure there might be a risk as well, you never know. These airline companies, they have raised request to Trudeau as well to give some money to them as well. But pretty much the one thing, the best they can do is to open up the immigration so people can come there and quarantine, right? So because most of the students, as we know, most of the immigrants who is waiting, they are waiting there. And I believe I heard when we call to our network, people saying, okay, we are coming. And also, so in this one, I'm comparing the S&P 500 with the US, this is Air Canada ticker, ASDF, and you can see the performance of the with the last 5 years, and we know S&P 500 goes up a lot, right? But if we compare with Air Canada is still better. If you buy Air Canada 5 years ago, January 2016 to now, right? Compare with 5 years, it's 74% growth in S&P, and in the Air Canada is 84.21. But whereas even if it goes up, this means the Air Canada is, you see the spike. Look at the spike in terms how the Air Canada stocks goes up within the 5 year, whereas the S&P is pretty much much flat here, right? So this is what we're trying to capture here, right? For sure there is a risk, and this is our expectation. If stock price haven't gone to zero so far, or null during their quarter 2 or quarter 3, they have this losses as well, but they have made a significant adjustment, as we can see on the Q3. But this is not for a normal investor. I believe this has a high risk, and if somebody can bet, they can have a maybe they have a low odds, but still they have odds, right? So that I just want to clarify from there. But from my perspective, I think looks lucrative and interesting, the Air Canada, not only from the short term but actually from the long term perspective. This is a stock just to if it's just survive during this, should be very good in the upcoming years. Okay, so that's it from my side. So feel free to subscribe to the channel if you're new. Don't forget to like and comment your favorite stock. Do you think you bullish, or you will pass, or you stay? And let me know what other favorite stock you have. And it takes a lot of time to make these kind of video, and I really admire if you can give the thumbs up and do a comments. Thank you very much. Bye for now.